From Denver, Colorado is the SFL here in week 11, and Sunday action continues as the Nightwings face the Atlanta Swarm. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Ramos Lynn. Alongside with me in the booth is Mr. Phil Collins. Phil, a couple of teams who have won championships in the past. Denver resurgent. Atlanta trying to find their way to get to the playoffs for the second straight season after they went 6-6 the year before. Good afternoon to you. What are your keys for the matchup?
Hey, Ramos, and yeah, my keys to the game, like you said, Denver, resurgent, their best kind of start in quite a few seasons, but tonight, I'm going to have to see the Atlanta Swarm protect Brian Dynasty and make sure he doesn't get into the interception bug early on and try to get BDG Hollywood involved and get those yards per carry ticked up a bit.
As the Atlanta Swarm will defend the north goal, they will kick the ball first. Denver will have possession of the football to start the game on this amazing set of uniforms, I gotta say. A new set for the Nightwings, as the 5-3 Denver, Colorado team will needle in the end zone for a touchback, and we're gonna see this offense first. A couple of teams, obviously, as we were saying, Phil, that are, competing for that spot in the playoffs. Excuse me. Denver, very much in the division, and Atlanta at 4-4, also with a chance. So we'll see what teams comes out on top. The over/under for this game, 38.5. Denver comes in as a 4.5-point favorite, as this handoff up the middle goes for a gain of 2 yards, and it will be 2nd and 8.
That was an excellent job by the defense, plugging the hole, blowing up the offensive lineman to where the running back just couldn't get through the hole, got stacked up back there and taken down for only a 2-yard gain.
2nd down and 8 yards to go. Now with a pass, first throw of the game as the quarterback scrambles to the left, now throws, and the pass is incomplete in double coverage. This one intended deep to Keel, and this is a 3rd and 8 upcoming. Good job by the secondary right there, Phil.
Absolutely, keeping him in double coverage. And Keel has 19 receptions up until this point, and we'll see if he can get started early and often.
3rd down and 8 yards to go. Blanton now rolls to the right, passes, and the pass is incomplete off the hands of Jay Viper, the 6th-year veteran coming from Motor City. And it's a quick 3-and-out here for this Atlanta defense.
Zach Lay was all over that. He stopped the pass from getting to Viper, and that forces the 4th down. So great defensive stand by this Atlanta Swarm defense. So now Denver has to punt it away.
As this punt is a good one, getting to the 40-yard line, and a minimal return just to the 43, as Brian Dynasty and company will take on the field. 2 Hall of Famers for Atlanta's offense and 2 on the defense. Here on offense, BDG Hollywood, the 17-season veteran, 5-time All-Star, and with basically every record that you can get as a running back. We'll dot the I on the first play. Man in motion. That is going to be Hattori Hanso, the fullback, who was spread out wide, now goes for a trip set left side. Denver showing the blitz. They come with the blitz, and BDG Hollywood is stopped for a 1-yard loss.
And it was an excellent run blitz by the Nightwings defense. They plugged that right side, and BDG just had nowhere to run, ran right into the defender, and then the 2 defenders kind of wrestled him down. So excellent start for this Nightwing defense.
2nd down and 11 yards to go. This time the Nightwing defense shows a man-to-man defensive set. 3 wide receivers and a tight end. Toss play to the left. That goes to Howard Kimbrell, and Kimbrell gets about 5 on the play to make it a 3rd and 6.
Decent little pickup. The toss picks up 2 yards, but I'd like to see Atlanta maybe sling the rock a little bit. We'll see if they continue to try to pound it, but we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
3rd down. Dynasty drops back to throw, steps up in the pocket. The pass is intercepted. Was trying to connect deep with his receiver, and this is being returned to the 47-yard line, and this outstanding Denver defense does the job on their first possession.
Yeah, right there. It was an excellent play by Tank Bennett. He baited the quarterback into throwing that pick. The wide receiver blew past the the cornerback, and then he baited him right there, goes up for it, skies it, catches it, and returns it a few yards as well. And so it was a great play by this Nightwings defense to bait Dynasty into the interception, and now Denver gets the ball back on their own 47-yard line.
15th takeaway by this Denver defense so far this season, now with a +8 in turnover differential. That is podium in the SFL as they rank number 2 coming into the week. Blanton to throw. Blanton, good protection. The pass deep, and the pass is caught in double coverage. And that is number 84, Jeremy Mosley, who's been on the team for the past 11 seasons. The 6'3", 250 tight end, converted wide receiver with a great catch.
And that's Mosley's 20th reception of the season right there in, I'd say, probably triple coverage, definitely double coverage, but there was a third defender in the area, so excellent play to catch that, bring it down, pick up the first down.
That quickly, Denver gets in scoring position, 2 receivers, and now the tight end, Marquis Sango, in motion from right to left. Offset eye for the Nightwings. They will hand the ball off, and the good space right there by Bailey O'Shaughnessy, who will get about 5 on the play and make it 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and that's been something we've seen from this Nightwings running back crew. They average between them 4.4 yards and 3.9 yards per carry. So right there, 5 yards is well above their average, which is still near the tops in the league.
I formation with 2 tight ends, so a 22 personnel. Handoff goes to the left-hand side. Good juke move right there by O'Shaughnessy, who will get 7. And another move of the chains for the Nightwings.
And that's one thing that this running attack does for Trellis Blanton. Both these running backs, Sammons and O'Shaughnessy, are so efficient when running the ball that it makes Trellis Blanton's job so much easier when he has play action and rollout opportunities. It just opens up this receiver core to big plays.
Offset eye with Twins. Bottom of the screen, they go to the toss. That direction, breaking the tackle is Sammons. Only a gain of 2 yards as Aquanta Shine makes the stop. This Atlanta defense trying to bend but not break as they rank 13th in the SFL in points allowed a game, 20 points allowed a game so far this year. Second down, 8 yards to go. 2 tight ends, not coming with the pressure. The pass is caught. This pass is caught. What a throw by Trellis Blanton as Dylan Lewis, the 5th season veteran, gets the touchdown.
Yeah, Trellis Blanton right there. It's his 11th touchdown of the season. And for Dylan Lewis, it's just, that is trust in your wide receiver. Blanton throws it before Lewis even gets clear of the defensive back, and then he knows it's going to be there. He catches it, and it just walks into the end zone. It's a perfect pitch and catch by this Denver Nightwings offensive pass catchers and pass throwers.
Talk about throwing a receiver open, as Lewis was jammed by the time Trellis Blanton let go of the throw, or let go of the ball, excuse me. 7-0 Denver as they capitalize on the interception with a touchdown. And this vaunted offense for Atlanta will have to come back onto the field and try again as Boo Chisholm gets a good return to the 32-yard line. Vaunted in, as far as roster is concerned this season, kind of like mid to bottom of the tables, as they average about 22 points per game. That's 14th in the SFL. The rushing yards per game, a shocking 22nd place, considering they do have BDG Hollywood.
Yeah, it's definitely a down year season for a few backs in this league, as BDG Hollywood being the marquee name among those.
3 receivers and 2 backs. They're going to hand the ball off to BDG. He gets 1 on the play. Tackle made on the outside by Chuck Diesel, the linebacker. First year in Denver, coming from Louisiana after 10 seasons.
Yeah, and was very close to picking up his 20th tackle for a loss on the season, but that gain of 1 negates that tackle for a loss.
Dynasty to throw again. Clean pocket for Dynasty. Has time. The pass deep, and the pass is incomplete again. Throwing the ball in very tight coverage. About 3 different Denver Nightwing players in the vicinity, and now it's 3rd and long.
A dangerous throw to Fox Highwind right there. Fox Highwind has 30 receptions to this point, and right there wanted to make it 31, but it was in triple coverage and luckily incomplete.
3rd down and 9. As the pass by Dynasty is deep, and it's incomplete again in double coverage as the Denver Nightwings are blasted all over the receivers, and they will force another punt.
You mentioned it, partner. This Nightwings defensive backfield is just sticky on all of these receivers. Every single pass we've seen has been double coverage, triple coverage, and it's paying off for the defense because now it's 4th down, and Atlanta has to get rid of the ball and give it back to Denver.
As this punt goes away, will be fielded at the 30, and a better return this time to the 37-yard line. Let's introduce you to the Denver Nightwing offense. Trellis Blanton is the quarterback. Dwayne Sammons and Bailey O'Shaughnessy are the halfbacks. Ari Mills is the fullback. Jay Viper, Logan Keel, Jeremy Mosley, and Dylan Lewis are the wide receivers. The tight end is Marquis Sango. And in the offensive line, Gene Vanassi, Igor Barbatov, and Marcella Martin strengthen that line. Gene Vanassi and Igor Barbatov, formerly from the Arizona Scorpions. The former a 4-time All-Star, last time in season 20. And in motion, it's a 2-by-1 set on the outside. Blanton to throw. Blanton now will scramble, and Blanton a little bit slow, but will get about 11 yards and a 1st down for the Nightwings.
And that Peyton Manning speed pays off. He picks it up the hard way. He rolls out because there's no one open downfield. He rolls out, takes off, finds a little bit of an opening, but the coaching staff's got to be screaming at him, you got to get down because you try that spin move, and then if you get knocked out, we are in a world of hurt.
1st and 10, 4-3 defense for Atlanta. Split backs pro set as they will hand the ball off right up the middle, and that is Dwayne Sammons for a gain of 7 yards. Let's introduce you to the Atlanta defense as Wolf Highwind and Baron Wendt are the defensive ends. Alex Dominguez, the Hall of Famer, is the defensive tackle. The linebackers, Jeff Spicoli and the Hall of Famer Aquanta Shine. And the secondary, Anthony Wayos, Zach Lay, and Jay Miraculous are the corners. The safeties are Moose Papineau, Chris Henry, and Grant Hardaway. A veteran defensive unit here for Atlanta. Zach Lay and Anthony Wayo joining from free agency, but both of them have over 10 seasons of experience. As this toss play to the right will go to O'Shaughnessy for a successful 7-yard gain and another 1st down.
And it was an excellent, watch the offensive lineman pull right here, pick up that block, which springs O'Shaughnessy for the 1st down. It was a phenomenal blocking play by this offensive line to spring the hole for the 1st down, and now O'Shaughnessy just keeps taking away at this running yards, and it continues to pay off on the ground.
Correction, about a 12-yard gain for O'Shaughnessy as this handoff outside will be quickly put down by Jeff Spicoli. 2nd and 10 upcoming here for the Nightwings.
Spicoli sniffed that out and just was a heat-seeking missile bringing that down, and now it forces Denver to have to, pull from their bag of tricks on 2nd and 10. They've got a wide-open playbook.
As Blanton will throw again, clean pocket outside. The pass is caught. Somehow get into his receiver, Logan Keel, for a 1st down.
Logan, Keel just makes his 32nd reception, and right there, I was absolutely sold that it would be an interception, probably a pick 6, but wow, he just was able to find it, catch it, and make that 1st down. Excellent pitch and catch by the Denver quarterback.
It's a miracle that Jay, pun intended, did not get that interception. That was a pick 6 all the way, if he's able to get his paws on it, as this handoff goes to O'Shaughnessy to the left-hand side for a gain of 3 yards, and this Denver offense is cooking.
They are, and they're able to hurt the Atlanta defense through the run and the pass, And the run game, it's been quarterback and halfbacks that have been picking up first downs.
High formation for the Nightwings. Now a 4-4 defense for Atlanta trying to stop that run. Handoff anyway, as they will stop the run that time. Spicoli that's a one to shine with the tackle.
The Hall of Famer sniffed it out right there. Atlanta, like you mentioned, the 4-4 defense, what looked like the 4-4 defense was schemed to stop the run, and it accomplished exactly what they were looking for. And now Denver has a long 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6, 3 wide receivers. One will go from right-hand side to left-hand side. That's mostly as Anthony Wyo will follow. Roll out, Blanton throws across his body. The pass is caught again. Jeremy Mosley with the 1st and goal. And again, what a throw by Blanton.
Yeah, it was in coverage. Excellent throw by Blanton, and even better catch by the receiver Mosley. Just excellent. Throws it up. The defensive back is right there, and then the safety. He knows he's got to maintain the catch because he knows that safety's going to lay a hit on him. He catches it and brings it down. Now it's a short 1st and goal, and now Denver has a chance to punch it in.
And that's been the difference here in the 1st quarter. The Denver Nightwing defenders able to get their hands on the football, and Atlanta's unable to do so as this handoff goes to O'Shaughnessy for a gain of 1. We'll get to the 1, 2nd and goal.
I didn't catch quite who that defensive lineman was, but he initially rushed up, peels back, and gets O'Shaughnessy as they're going across the line, about to jump into the end zone. Excellent play by the defensive lineman.
Power formation for the Nightwings. Handoff, left-hand side, easy, walks it in. Touchdown, Dwayne Salmons. And they're just involving every offensive player so far in this 1st quarter.
And that's Salmon's 4th touchdown of the season right there. That left side opened up the Red Sea, and the blockers did phenomenal jobs pancaking their assignments, and the fullback was looking for someone to block, but ultimately no one was there to block, and Salmons just walks into the end zone. Touchdown.
Denver Nightwings, winners of 2 championship games as the extra point is up and good. Playing as good as they have since they won their 2nd championship in season 16. It's been a rough stretch for the Nightwings as they are in the coattails of a 7 straight seasons of losing records. Last season they went 3-9. The prior season 4-8. So Denver already with more wins than the past 5 seasons actually. It was back in season 18 when they went 5-7. Ever since, it's been 4 wins or less for the team up in Colorado. But they absolutely look like a contender this year. 1st and 10, ball at the 24, Atlanta. The blitz is coming as Dynasty throws it outside, and that's a wonderful back shoulder throw on the outside for Ryan Roosevelt.
Yeah, Ryan Roosevelt caught that. That was an excellent catch. His 23rd reception of the season, and that was a big catch to catch it and fall back for the 1st down. And now Atlanta needs to keep this pace up, continue to find those open receivers just for the easy looks, and that'll help them on both phases, run and pass.
1st down and 10. Roosevelt goes in motion. Make it a twin set. Handoff goes to BDG Hollywood and gets about 2 yards. Make it a 2nd and 8.
He broke the initial tackle, but ultimately there was another defender right there to clean it up and bring him down for only a 2-yard gain. And now Atlanta continues. Let's see what they do on 2nd down to maybe continue this drive.
Man in motion. That's the tight end. Why not our Arlet? 3 wide receivers. Dynasty to throw. Passes middle. The pass is caught to the tight end for a gain of about 3 yards, make it a 3rd and 5. And that's going to be the last play of the 1st quarter. The Denver Nightwings with a 2-touchdown lead here early, but Atlanta has the ball and is marching. You're watching the Simulation Football League right here on YouTube. Phil Collins, Ramos Lynn here in the commentary, Ron Haynes and James Walters in the stats truck. Producer, as always, Cameron Irvine. And the Swarm are trying to convert on third down. Play action. Dynasty will scramble. Dynasty gets a first down and more past the 45 to the 41-yard line, as the Denver Nightwings did not account for the quarterback.
No, they didn't. And Bryant Dynasty took off, picked up probably maybe 20 yards on that play, and he had wide open space. Ultimately, the defensive back brought him down, but he tried to hook him with some spin moves, but ultimately brought him down. First down and 10, but Atlanta continues this drive into the second quarter.
Split back set. Another man-to-man coverage alignment, as this is going to be a handoff of the left-hand side. That's Hubba Kimbrell with the carry, a gain of 7 yards, and it will be 2nd and 3.
And Kimbrell averages 2.9 yards per carry right there, 7 yards on the carry, so well above the average for Kimbrell.
3 players right-hand side, as they will spread one of the receivers. Toss play to the left-hand side. BDG breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, gets a first down, and about 9 yards on the play. That should have been tackled for no gain, and instead the Hall of Famer makes it not.
Yeah, you said it. The Hall of Famer showing why he is who he is. Right there, shakes off 2 behind the line tackles and then picks up the first. Excellent play, BDG.
Dynasty checks it down to Hubba Kimbrell, who has a lot of space, and Kimbrell again with positive yardage gets 9, and now it's a 2nd and 1.
And I love to see that the covered pad for a running back. You love to see it, and that time he puts his nose ahead and picks up 9.
Hubba Kimbrell built like a fullback, but he's a halfback, 6'2", 250. They give it to the more speedy back, BDG Hollywood, off the right-hand side, 2-yard gain, and up for a first.
That's one thing about these toss plays. You have to expect a defender to to make the initial contact, but you've got to shake that first tackle to be able to pick up yards. And so far, he's done it on these past few runs.
Another man in motion. That's Hanso again to make it a trip set. We saw that in the first drive of the game. Dynasty's just with a one-step drop back, trying to connect with Ryan Roosevelt, but that one is no good. 2nd and 10.
They try to catch him off guard with a little quick pass, one-step drop, but ultimately the defense was still in position to make the stop, and now forces Atlanta a 2nd and 10, and they're getting close to the end zone, but we've got to see if they can stay efficient.
2nd down and 10, split backs formation. Dynasty, clean pocket, pump fakes. Now he runs out of time and will be sacked for a 7-yard loss.
And that's only the 13th time Bryant Dynasty's been sacked this season. The offensive line has done a miraculous job keeping him upright, especially with the 2 rookie guards. But right there, the rush was too much. The pump fake not effective in drawing the defender away, and he gets taken down for a big loss.
The linebacker Jimmy Berger, the rookie, gets the sack, and Dynasty now will scramble again just to make it a shorter field goal. 4th and 7, and Atlanta will have to trot out their field goal unit.
I think you can call that a win, somewhat of a win for both teams. Atlanta gets to put points on the board, and Denver keeps them from scoring a touchdown. And now Denver needs to strike back and pull away in this game.
Best drive of the game for the Swarm ends up in a field goal, 12 plays, 64 yards, and 3 points on the board. Now it's 14-3 Nightwings. And the rooms are going fast for the 2025 SFL convention, kicking off the league's 25th anniversary season, July 10th through the 13th. If you want to go, you need to book your stay now. Join SFL Nation at the rooftop pool of our host hotel, the Hyatt Regency. You can reserve your room now at the special group rate at simfl.net. As this return will go from into the end zone, Logan Keel will bring it past the 20-yard line to the 24, and that's where the Nightwings will set up shop. This Nightwing offense who is absolutely firing on all cylinders here in the first half.
Yes, indeed, and that shows on the scoreboard. Their defense has been playing very well as well, but now their offense gets to try to continue dominating in the ground game because both these running backs have just been biting off huge chunks each time they get the ball.
The Nightwings will have two tight ends, one to each side, man in motion from right to left. I think that was, I don't really see the number. Handoff goes up the middle. That was number 86, which we don't have a number for, but 2-yard gain here for the Nightwings, second down.
And it looked like it was Jeff Spicoli on the tackle right up the middle, brought him down. And just an easy 2-yard gain for this Denver Nightwings offense.
Atlanta's defense selling for the run here as they will put 9 players in the box. Handoff outside, and this one is well read by the Atlanta defense. Spicoli with another tackle. 3rd and long.
Spicoli's just been absolutely dominating in the run game. If that was Spicoli, I believe it was, but it looked like that middle just got stuffed. But so far, Atlanta's run defense has been trying to match up to the task by this Denver Nightwings run game.
Blanton scrambles the pass deep, and the pass is intercepted, and Anthony Wayo finally makes Trellis Blanton pay on a dangerous throw as Atlanta will get the ball already in scoring position.
Yeah, and that's the 4th interception of the season for Wayo. He already has 2 touchdowns on the season, but right there catches it and puts them on the 30-yard line, so well within striking range of this offense. Theoretically, maybe they pick up a few more yards at worst and kick a field goal, but hey, this is the best field position for Atlanta's offense to start a drive this game.
Blanton's 7th interception of the season. He came into the week with the least amount of interceptions by full-time starting quarterbacks, as now BDG Hollywood gets loose for 9.5.
That's what we've been looking to see all game, all season. Right there, breaks through the tackle and picks up a few extra yards, and now 9 yards on the game. That's exactly what they needed to start this drive, and it puts them well within first down distance and then sets them firmly in the red zone.
2nd down and inches. Toss play to the right-hand side, and Kimbrell, with his 250 pounds, pushes the defender for a gain of 2 yards.
And he was rumbling, bumbling, stumbling right there, using all those pounds to push forward that neck board, bracing his neck, and he pushed forward for the first down. Excellent play.
2 tight ends, both to the left-hand side of the formation. Dynasty will throw the pass incomplete, trying to connect with why not Erlet. And 2nd and 10 upcoming here for Atlanta. This is about the same type of distance where Atlanta's last drive stalled out.
Yeah, we'll see if they switch it up and try to pick up a few yards and pick up this touchdown.
Split backs formation. Handoff to BDG, and able to find a little bit of room to get 3 yards and make it 3rd and 7.
So I'm thinking they should throw it right here. Maybe why not again? But we'll see if they try it. They're within striking distance.
1-on-1 on the top side of the screen, though, as Dynasty has no time to throw. Sacked for about a 5-yard loss, and just absolutely unblocked off the outside, Luke Schreiner, the 4-season veteran.
Yeah, Schreiner was just in a hurry off that edge to get a sack. That's his first sack of the season. Right there, a big time for it. Forces this field goal attempt, but excellent play by this Nightwings defense to force the stop.
This kick will go up and good. Again, just inside the left upright. Steele gets another field goal on the board. Now it's a 1-possession game, 14-6.
So it was a decent range by the kicker, but we'll see if Atlanta's defense can get another stop, maybe a takeaway right here, and cut it even closer before halftime.
This kick goes away. Keel again on the return. Again past the 20, past the 25, and to the 28-yard line he goes. So Denver's last possession ended up in an interception. Before that, 2 great drives to score touchdowns.
Couple of interceptions in this first half for both teams. Yep. Denver and Atlanta both with 1. It's been some field goals, a couple of touchdowns. So it's been a little bit of everything in this first half.
From the 28-yard line, under center is Trellis Blanton. Hands the ball off. Good blocking on the outside as Dwayne Salmons will get 6 on the play.
And that's just what they do. They just pick up nice chunks each time, and it just is so helpful for Blanton when he has to throw it. It just makes his job so much easier.
Both backs coming into the week, top 15 in the SFL in rushing yards and rushing attempts as well, as this one is another strong carry by Bailey O'Shaughnessy for a first down.
Yeah, up to this game, Salmons had 565 yards and O'Shaughnessy 518, so they continue to tack on more yards in this game, and we will see if it's a theme going into the second half.
2 tight ends, left-hand side. Hand off again, and again, great blocking up front. Salmons will get 5.
So it's 5 yards, 6 yards, 4 yards every single time. I just continue to beat a dead horse. They're such a great rushing attack that anytime you play them, you have to account for both their running backs and their quarterback to hurt you on the run game.
Another heavy set. Toss play to the left. This time, Anthony Wayo will tackle the running back for no gain. And it's a 3rd and 5 upcoming here for the home team.
One thing about the Atlanta defense, though, that I will say is they've been able to shut down these toss plays out of the backfield quite efficiently so far in this game.
It's been more the inside runs who have heard the Atlanta swarm. This is a screen with Ari Mills, and Mills will not get the first down. An interesting play call right there to throw the screen to the fullback, but Alex Dominguez was right there to make the tackle. 4th down, and this is a 2-minute warning as the Denver Nightwings still hold to a 8-point lead. You're watching the Simulation Football League right here on YouTube. Week 11 action here from the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado. On his away. Fielded at about the 19-yard line. Some room to run for Siege Falco. He returns it to the 28 for Atlanta's probably last possession of the first half. His defense has really stepped up over the last couple of possessions, and the offense has been able to get a couple of field goals on the board.
Yeah, they have. And like we mentioned, they needed a stop on that last defensive stand. They get it. Now their offense is going to put their money where their mouth is and try to get another score.
High formation, 3 wideouts for the Swarm. Dynasty to throw. Dynasty hit us. He throws, and the pass is caught anyway. 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Swarm. What a throw.
Wow, what an absolute dime right there to Ryan Roosevelt. Just an absolute beauty of a play. He beats the defender, and then the defender kind of goes for the ball and loses step a little bit, and then he was off to the races and could just saunter in to the end zone. Excellent play right there. Brian Dynasty was getting pressured on the throw. I thought maybe he'd get it sacked or maybe it knocked down, but no, it was on target, on the money, touchdown, big play. And now Atlanta is a 2-point away from tying this ball game up.
They will try the 2-point conversion, down 2. Dynasty to throw. Dynasty goes outside. The pass is intercepted, and that's the end of the play. SFL rules, you cannot return the interception on a 2-point conversion. Play is dead at that point, so Denver will hold on to a 2-point lead.
Yeah, and when all is said and
early.
done, yeah, we'll see how this play changes the outcome of the game, not getting that 2-point conversion. We'll see if that plays big at the end.
Do you think it's a little bit early, Phil?
I don't, because I think you're still only down a field goal, but if you tie it up, you're in a good spot. I think it was a fair call, especially this close to to halftime.
Yeah, I don't disagree with it. Especially when you have the momentum of the game. You have scored the last 12 points, 2 field goals and a touchdown. So you want to carry that momentum and put as many points as you can. It does backfire on them, and Denver will retain a 2-point lead. As Blanton will throw, checks it down outside, and that's absolutely well read by the defense of the Swarm. A 3-yard loss.
Absolutely. And I think it might have something to do with Siege Falco trusting in his defense to make the stop and maybe getting some more points before halftime. You never know.
2nd down and 13. To throw again is Blanton. The pass deep, and the pass is caught somehow by Jeremy Mosley. And I'm gonna tell you what, like, these quarterbacks are putting some incredible throws.
They are. They're on the money, on time, and they're catching it. And the thing is, these receivers are knowing they're going to get popped as soon as they catch it, but they don't care. They're just coming down with the ball and securing those 1st down catches.
52 seconds left here in the 2nd quarter. Blanton will throw again, so he will stay aggressive with time. Blanton throws outside. The pass is caught, and again, Miraculous just barely misses on an interception. A 1st down for the Nightwings. And with 2 timeouts, they still have a chance to get in field goal range.
Yes, they do, and we'll see if they actually try to put some points on. But I've seen so many times where they maybe take a timeout but don't actually try very hard. But we'll see if they put the pedal to the metal here.
3 receiver set for Blanton and the Nightwings. 5-step drop back. Blanton will throw, goes outside. The pass is caught again. And another timeout called by Denver, 1 remaining as they approach scoring position.
Phenomenal blocking by the offensive line to set up that pocket and allow Trellis Blanton to just scan the field and then find the wide receiver breaking late, catches it for a 1st down, and now they're within range of doing some damage.
Man in motion, that's Logan Keel from left to right. Atlanta showing a blitz top of the screen. They will come with the blitz. Blanton throws quickly, and the pass is incomplete. Anthony Wayo puts his hands up and deflects that pass. 32 seconds left.
And it's dangerous. It is super dangerous anytime you throw to Wayo's side of the field, because he just can hurt you a numerous amount of ways. And right there, almost did, but ultimately incomplete.
Just on the outskirts of field goal range, it will be about a 52-yarder from here. As Dwayne Salmons now will line up right behind Trellis Blanton. It's another throw. Blanton runs out of time, and Blanton goes down. So Denver will call their last time out. It's going to be 3rd and long. And I think that was Baron Wendt with the sack, the rookie. 7th overall pick in the most recent draft. 4 receiver set. As Atlanta will counter with a dime defense. Play action, rollout. Blanton to throw. Blanton outside. Caught Mosley. What a throw again on the outside. And now they will go no huddle. Blanton to throw. Inside. One-handed catch by Logan Keel. But Denver has no timeouts. And I think the time will run out on them. Not enough time to call the field goal unit onto the field. And the clock will expire. Unfortunate here for the Nightwings, as they will come to the locker room with a 2-point lead, Phil.
Yeah, and it was exactly what Siege Falco wanted to see this defense do. They missed the 2-point conversion, but then their defense holds strong. It doesn't allow any points. So now Atlanta, I believe, has the momentum going into the half. And right now, Atlanta has got to come up with something that will get them some yards on the ground game. But, you know, when we saw that huge play by Ryan Roosevelt, ultimately it paid him off. And now Atlanta's only down 2 points. But Denver, they've got to change some things around because they were cooking early on, but then they cooled off dramatically. And it's been Atlanta with their foot on the gas going into the halftime.
Your player of the half so far, Ryan Roosevelt, with 2 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown. And let's take a quick halftime break presented by Breaks GPT.
We just pulled a full-size Taylor Swift helmet. Shout out to all our Swifties. Travis Kelce. This is a Giants Lawrence Taylor.
Patrick Mahomes.
Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco.
We have a Drew Brees.
Is that an O.J. Simpson jersey?
An Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Brady! Tom Brady!
Patrick Mahomes, indeed. Break into the world of sports memorabilia, collecting with Breaks GPT, featuring signed football jerseys, helmets, photos, and more. Breaks GPT offers you the shot at winning autographed and authenticated sports memorabilia at a fraction of the price. Join the community of collectors on our Breaks GPT Facebook page and lock in your shot at hitting a humongous headliner on our site, breaksgpt.com. And this return will be brought by BDG Hollywood Boo Chisholm, already a flag on the play in the area of holding.
Okay, clipping, yeah, okay. Yeah, it sets them back a little bit right there, Atlanta does. And now they are on their own 14-yard line. Got to start this drive with their backs seemingly against the wall. But, hey, if that end of the first half is any indicator, they could be on a roll to maybe pick up some more points and pull ahead.
So clear block in the back right there on the return, and that will compromise Atlanta's possession as they will start at the 14-yard line. 3 wide receiver set for Dynasty. Toss play to the left. That is BDG, and BDG breaks the tackle, but unable to break the second tackle as Tank Bennett makes the stop. What a great job right there on the outside by Bennett. First season with the Nightwings, for the longest time part of the Louisiana Revolution team. And before then, the New Orleans Pharaohs. A lot of people here will not even know that name, as this pass outside is incomplete. Trying to connect with Wynard Arlett. 3rd and 11. Very quickly here to start the third quarter.
Absolutely. Atlanta very quickly through their downs, but now we'll see if they can pick up something at least 11 yards right here, and maybe not just Dynasty losing any coverage downfield and taking off.
3 wide receiver set. Dynasty to throw. Dynasty scrambles middle, and Brian Dynasty has a first down. 13-yard play. It looked like he had nothing doing outside or inside, but he makes an incredible play.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought that might happen if he didn't have any coverage, because he's got some wheels. 3 carries, 39 yards so far in this game, and right there picks up the first the hard way. I just, I know their coaches are thinking the same thing. Gotta get down, gotta slide, can't get hurt out there.
First down and 10, handoff outside, nothing doing again. BDG Hollywood stopped for a loss of 2 yards, and that's been the problem with Atlanta's running game this season. Despite having a great running back in BDG Hollywood and a couple of other very capable backs in Hava Kimberly and Hattori Hanso, they really have not been able to get anything going on the ground. Dynasty to throw middle, the pass caught. A gain of 12 yards, wide open was Ryan Roosevelt, 3rd catch of the game. And now over 100.
Yeah, the quick slants freed up Roosevelt to go over the century mark right there. And like you mentioned, the offensive line, 2 rookies at guard. I think once they get a little seasoning, they'll get much better at the run game.
They will trust the run game again, but BDG is shut down for a 1-yard loss. You also have to give big kudos to this Denver defense as they again stop the Atlanta rushing attack. Denver ranks number 6 in the SFL, only allowing 90 rushing yards per game. Swarm will have to punt this football away, as the return will be a pretty successful one to the 30-yard line. Looked like nothing was there. Let's send it over to Cameron Irvine in SFL HQ for a game break update. Cam, what you got for us?
Thank you, Ramos. Washington is 3-0 in one-score games this season. Fort Worth is 1-3. The Toros just took the lead in the fourth quarter in another tight one, 14-9. Toros on top of the number one seeded Trident so far. Back to you, Ramos.
Thank you, Cam. Talk about championship contenders. I know Fort Worth is 4-4, but always a tough team to beat as Blanton throws the ball deep and the pass is caught. Keel again with the catch, about a 14-yard pickup, and the Nightwings move the chains.
Yeah, they do right there. He was able to get behind the defensive back, and he caught it right there. No, he got ahead of him, and ultimately the defensive back couldn't jump that pass, but ultimately was able to bring him down. But right there, Keel did a great job catching it for the first down. In Denver, the defense paid off with the just stifling run D, and now their offense is starting to cook. So maybe we'll see Denver flip the switch here in the second half.
Split back set for the offense. Dropping back to throw, but nothing doing there. Again, Anthony Wayo with a great play as he gets the sack for a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, he's been all over the place. Right there, a sack. He's had an interception, pass deflections, tackles. What hasn't he done on defense today?
Absolutely the player of the game defensively here for the Swarm. And if Atlanta's to win this game, I guess it will be between him, Brian Dynasty, and Ryan Roosevelt for player of the game. As Jeremy Mosley goes to the outside. Check that was Dylan Lewis, as they will check it down to Dwayne Salmons. Only about a gain of 3 yards on the play. Good tackle made on the outside in the open field, 3rd and long.
It was a phenomenal pursuit by the defense to bring him down, and now it forces Denver to have a 3rd and very long, 3rd and 11, and now they've got that bunch trips right. We'll see what they do.
3 defensive linemen here for Atlanta. Blandon to throw, scrambles to the right, throws across his body, and he throws an interception. Just completely overthrows his receiver as Moose Papineau, the 11th season veteran, comes away with the INT.
Yeah, Moose's 3rd interception of the season. Right there, it was right to him. But he had an open receiver breaking in front of Moose, but ultimately the ball sailed on him a little bit and went right to Papineau. Easy intercept, the easiest interception he'll probably ever have, and now Atlanta gets the ball back.
Travis Blanton has been money for the most part, but that one his worst throw of the game. Now give it to BDG Hollywood. Eventually, BDG will truck a defender just like he did on that play, 6-yard gain.
Yeah, they get that momentum right back on their side, and it's looking like it's kind of coming back to them. Pick up 6 on that run, and we'll see if they can continue to pick up these chunk yards each play.
2nd down and 4, 2 tight ends and 2 backs. Handoff to the halfback Hava Kimbrell, and will get close to the 1st down, but short by a yard. 3rd and 1 upcoming, and this is where Atlanta has struggled a little bit. Phil, on 3rd down and short, they try to run the football, but it's not been successful so far.
Yeah, you're right, and it's almost like they've been trying to go outside on these short plays, but they need to be pounding it right up the middle, north and south.
We'll put a man in motion. That's number 85, Kyle Dyson. Toss play to the other side. BDG has to break a tackle, does, and rolls over a defender for a 1st down. 3-yard gain, and BDG moves the chains.
And it was an ugly 1st down, but it was a 1st down regardless. That's exactly what they needed. I thought maybe one of those defenders would come smack him and knock him back, but nope, 1st down.
1st down and 10. Midway through the 3rd quarter, Dynasty throws, middle, the pass caught. That is Fox Highwind, who's been quiet so far in this game, for a gain of 6.
Absolutely. Up to this game, Fox Highwind had 30 receptions, but today hasn't been as utilized as much. But Atlanta right now continues to cook, and it's death by 1,000 cuts.
Hand off to BDG, gets to the outside, breaks a tackle, And BDG gets about 10 for another Swarm first down.
And he's so huge whenever they need him. Whenever they need a clutch first down, he gets his name called and shows why he's a Hall of Famer. Right there, picks up enough for the first down, and they continue to just chip away at this clock and this lead.
It's the 6th meeting between these two teams. Atlanta has won the last 3 matchups. Denver won the first 2. So Atlanta trying to make it 4 in a row as Fox High wins second catch in 3 plays. It's 7 on the play and will be second and short again.
And, you know, he probably was whispering to Dynasty in the huddles, hey, just throw it to me, I'll catch it. He throws it to him just on a short little quick slant, and Fox Highland brought it down for a 7-yard gain.
Second down and 3. Dyson in motion. Toss play again to the same side. BDG has no blocking and will be put down after he just goes back to the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 3.
And Denver right there read it all the way, didn't let the attempted break tackle go through and brought him down. Now it forces another 3rd and short. We'll see if they maybe just try to pound it up the middle right here or try one of those tosses again.
Handoff, and this goes nowhere as Papa Kimbrell gets the carry and gets put down for about a half-yard loss. It looks to be still in range for Sammy Steele. They will try a 48-yard field goal attempt here. He has hooked his kicks to the left, right hash, as this one just inside the right upright this time to put Atlanta on the lead, 15-14. Now Atlanta has scored the last 15.
Yeah, 9 plays, only 33 yards on that, but ultimately they get points, which puts them in the lead column. And now if they can just continue to get their defense to keep chipping away at this Denver offense, they have a shot to get this win tonight and pull them to above 500.
The Denver Nightwings have not scored ever since the first quarter of play as they are trying to reverse scores as a good return again gets to the 35-yard line. Lewis, who's had a quietly pretty good game, puts his team in good field position.
Absolutely. And here's just a little list of what this second half has looked like. We had a 33-yard punt by Atlanta, then a Denver interception, and then we had the 48-yard field goal make. So far it's been fairly quiet in the second half.
First down and 10, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Handoff goes to Salmons. Nothing doing there as Saquon Shine puts it down. Gain of 1.
The legend of Quanto Shine right there with the stop. Only allowed 1 yard on the play, and right now it's Fort Worth 14, Washington 12 in the 4th quarter with 3:50 left on the scoreboard.
Blanton to throw deep, and the pass is almost picked off by Papineau again. And this defense has played really well over the last 10 or so minutes of play. It was a tough start for the Atlanta defense, but now they've put the clamps down. 4 receivers for Denver as Keel goes in motion from right to left. Showing off a blitz with Aquanta Shine. They come with it as he will scramble, go to the side where Aquanta Shine was, and the pass is caught by Lewis anyway. Kind of a wacky play right there, but Lewis makes it good for a first down.
And another big play by Dylan Lewis. Coming up to this game, he averaged 20.6 yards per catch, and so far has been just about right there. And when they've needed a big play, they've called on him, and he's delivered.
First down for Denver. Blanton to throw again. Blanton with a little bit of pressure gets it away and mostly unable to come up with it. 2nd and 10. Both these teams historically pretty similar as Denver has played 200 games. This is their 201st game. The record 100 wins, 100 losses, so an even 50%. For Atlanta, they've played 213 games. 111 wins, 102 losses for a win percentage of 52%. So despite these two teams combining for 3 championships, a little bit inconsistent throughout the years. As Blanton will throw, throws deep, the pass incomplete, overthrows his intended receiver. That was Logan Keel, and it will be 3rd and long.
Yeah, right in the area, Logan Keel, but then also in the area of another receiver who was still running, but ultimately it kind of winded his feet. So I don't know, he might have just not noticed that the ball was coming to him. But now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. So Denver has to get something to get this first down.
Another man in motion. This time it's Lewis. Will be in the slot. Blanton, play action, roll out. Blanton throws across his body again, and this one is good for a first down. This is the Trellis Blanton we saw in the first quarter as he connects with Jay Viper for a first.
Absolutely, Jay Viper right there catches it, and Jay Viper has got speed to burn. He got just enough separation to catch that ball and absorb the shock of the tackle, but brought it down, first down, and they continue to cook on this drive.
1 minute left here in the 3rd quarter of play. Handoff to Salmons as he gets put down after a gain of 3 yards by Spicoli.
And you know, a lot of this, when they get these big plays on the pass game, a lot of it's rollouts and play action. So the running game coming in huge in the pass game.
Handoff. This time goes to O'Shaughnessy for a gain of 4 yards. As Grant Hardaway and company combined for the stop.
Now it's a 3rd and 3. Denver has another shot to get this first down. We'll see. They've in a heavier set, so we'll see if they try to pound it and get this first down.
Handoff outside. Salmons not going to get there. Anthony Wayo and company again combined for a stop, and it's 4th and 1 in decision time here for Denver. I think they will kick the field goal, but that will be in the 4th quarter of play. Atlanta 15, Denver 14. You're watching the Simulation Football League right here on YouTube. Phil Collins and Ramos Lynn here on the call. It's been an exciting game here in Denver, Colorado, as the Denver Nightwings will start the 4th quarter with a field goal attempt. And the kick is up and hooking to the right, and this one is good, barely. Oh my goodness. I thought that was
getting a little wild on him.
Oh man, just barely inside the upright. For 1 second, I thought that was wide right. But Denver makes it count, 17-15.
Yeah, and I was tracking it with my head and I almost fell out of my chair. So I'm glad he made it because I don't know how much farther I could have gone.
So we want the SFL to reach more people. Do you? The best way to do is to smash the like button, leave a comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel. You can help us reach all the people who need more football in their lives. Thanks for your support of the Virtual Football Network. Not only SFL, but we have the UFL. We have College Football 25. And it's just a great time here in the Virtual Football Network. Football, basically 365 days of the year, as this throw is good for a gain of 4 yards.
Yeah, Fox Highland caught that for 4 yards, and Brian Dynasty 8 of 14, 128 yards, touchdown and an interception. Not a bad day at the office. If they can get the win, it'll be the icing on the cake.
Handoff goes to BDG, and BDG will get close from a first down. About 5.5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd and inches.
How about this, folks? Fort Worth gets the win, 14-12, and now Washington falls to 7-2, tied with Albuquerque, Vancouver, and Baltimore for first place in the SFL.
Handoff, Hava Kimbrell puts his shoulder down, gets 4 on the play, and a first down for the Swarm. Nickel defense showing here for the Nightwings. Actually, it's actually a 4-3, a man coverage. Handoff on the outside. BDG, nothing doing there. Stopped right at the line. Tackle made on the outside by John Martin and Lucas DeVore, it looked like. Second and 10.
Play. Excellent play by the defense to stop him. The defensive line bottled up the offense and stopped him for no gain.
Man in motion, that is Roosevelt. Dynasty to throw. Dynasty goes deep, and the pass is caught. Sitting right there in the zone. Fox Highwind for a first down.
And Fox Highwind is picking up steam. We didn't call his name much the first half, but this second half has been an entirely different story altogether. Right there, catches it for a very substantial first down that they needed, and now Atlanta continues to just drive away on this sustained drive.
Fox Highwind, the long veteran, formerly with the Mexico City Aztecs as well as the London Knights. His handoff to Kimbrell just gets one, though, on the play as the rookie Burgett makes the tackle. Second round pick, 30th overall. And has made an impact here on his rookie season. Pairs up with Luis Quintana, who was the defensive rookie of the year in season 21, as this handoff to BDG Hollywood gets about 4 on the play, make it a third and manageable.
Yeah, and you mentioned it, Jimmy Burgett making an impact early on. 28 tackles up to this game, 1 sack, 6 tackles for a loss, a pass defended, and 2 interceptions on the season.
3rd and 4, handoff on 3rd and 4, and BDG will not get there. Now, normally when that type of call is made, Bill, that means Atlanta is willing to go for it on 4th down. Let's see if they do. No, they will punt, or at least put the punting unit on the field. And they will punt, so interesting decision here for the Swarm, trusting the defense. A fair catch is made right there at the 10-yard line, and Denver will have possession of the football again.
Yes, and Denver needs to get some more points to pull away, because this drive starts off at their own 10-yard line, so it's going to be a long road ahead to hit pay dirt.
Still plenty of football left. 6:36 left in regulation. Sending a man in motion. That is number 88, Marquis Sango, the tight end, the number 1 tight end of this roster. Handoff middle, and this one is well read by Spicoli. A good tackle just for a 2-yard gain.
Absolutely. We've called Spicoli's name quite a few times in this game, and he, looking at his stats up to the ball game, he had 17 tackles for a loss up to this point, which was good for 11th in this league.
Good season by the linebacker. This is a strong linebacking core. Only 2 linebackers contracted on this roster, but both of them are sensational. As Aquantashan was the other one, and he gets blocked out of the picture. A first down for Bailey O'Shaughnessy, and that's great blocking by the Denver Nightwing offensive line.
You said it, Ramos. Phenomenal blocking up front. And not only just the line, but everybody, the wide receivers, fullbacks, tight ends, everybody getting involved, and that springs O'Shaughnessy for a big pickup in the first down.
And this acquisitions, Gene Benazzi and Igor Barbatov, have really been key for the Nightwings this season. I don't think it's coincidence that these 2 veterans, great players, come into the team, and Denver just looks completely different from the previous years. Denver approaching 300 yards of total offense, 15 first downs. They will try to get number 16 right now, but this one is put down by Moose Papineau. Only a gain of a couple.
And I think right here, if it was me, I might just try to run it again, because you've had such great success up until this point on the ground, and why not try it again?
Atlanta's ready for it, though. They have 9 players in the box, ready to stop that run. They will throw. Blanton with time. Pump fakes. Blanton goes down. He runs out of time. Phenomenal coverage down the field as Wolf Highwind gets the sack.
And that's the 4th sack for Wolf Highwind this season. Wint got his 4th earlier on, so both these defensive ends have been just making their presence felt all day. And so far, it's led to only a 2-point difference on the scoreboard.
Both young players. Wolf Highwind in his 4th season in the SFL. Baron Went, of course, a rookie. And this one is a fumble and is recovered by Atlanta. Oh my goodness. Teach Falco, normally short hands. And there were about 3 to 4 different Denver Nightwing players, and the one Atlanta Swarm player is able to pounce on the football.
Yeah, it did bounced around amongst Denver and Atlanta players right there, and they're very, very fortunate to have jumped on that ball.
From the 38-yard line, Atlanta trying to retake the lead. Handoff goes to BDG. BDG gets 6 on the play. And a solid start here for the Atlanta offense here on this drive.
BDG absolutely had a head of steam on that run. Fortunately for Denver's defense, they were able to get a few more hats on him and bring him down before he made him pay even more.
And in motion, that's Dyson from right to left. And we've seen the toss play go to that side that he vacates. And that's exactly what they're going to do. How about Kimbrell? Just not enough speed on the outside, and he gets stopped for a loss of 1.
And that was Burgett again. Just phenomenal day today. Just getting the stop and forcing another 3rd and 5.
3 receiver set for the Swarm. 2 backs in the backfield. 3rd down and 5. Dynasty drops back, throws middle. The pass incomplete. Off the hands of Fox Highwind. That was a good throw by Dynasty. And that's a play Fox will like to have back.
Absolutely. Went up there, tried to climb the ladder, but ultimately it looked like the defensive back kind of hit him just at the perfect time and forced that incompletion. It was just a little high, but he got leather on it, just unfortunately couldn't come down with it.
Well, Atlanta's coaching staff will rely on their defense one more time. There's this return again by Lewis, another good return to the 26-yard line. As Denver will try to kill the rest of the clock. 2:49. Atlanta has 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning. So the Denver Nightwings will need 2 first downs at least.
Yep. But if there's any team that's capable of just running out of clock, it's Denver. I mean, they've got 2 phenomenal backs that can absolutely pick up a first down when they want. If so, you know, it's a tough road for Atlanta. But hey, they've got a great defense today, and it's been showing.
The Nightwings average 143 rushing yards per game. That's 3rd best in the Simulation Football League, as Salmons gets 3. Atlanta's rushing defense, in comparison, about middle of the pack, 103 yards allowed per game. That's 14th in the SFL. Second down and 7, maybe the last play before the 2-minute warning. Ari Mills goes in motion. And Trellis Blandon will toss it to that side. O'Shaughnessy, good tackle made by Aquanta Shine. Great speed on the outside. And limits that one to just a 3-yard gain, 3rd and 4. As this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Denver 17, Atlanta 15. You're watching the Simulation Football League right here on YouTube, and Week 11 of SFL Season 24 continues tomorrow on a Monday night spectacular doubleheader. We'll start in Houston with the Headhunters and the Dragons, followed by Lexington and Mexico City in the nightcap. The action starts with Cam and Mike on SFL This Week, recapping today's games at 7:15 p.m. Eastern, all right here on the Virtual Football Network. Man in motion to make it 2 tight ends on the right side. Handoff goes to O'Shaughnessy, gets a block, and O'Shaughnessy gets it to the 46-yard line. What a play. What a call.
Yeah, what a call. Just absolute killer of a play right there. It was the perfect play at the perfect time, and it just, the hole opened, and they were able to pick up the first, and now it makes it even tougher for Atlanta to mount a comeback.
The number 1 team in the Central Division coming into the week, the Denver Nightwings at 5-3. Just a first down away from sealing this one, and Dwayne Samuels will get it. 11 yards, good for a first down, and that will seal the game for the home team.
Yep, and they did exactly what we thought they might, and it's this two-headed monster back there of Sammons and O'Shaughnessy just doing absolute miracles back there. And also, you got to give credit to this line and the fullback. They've been absolutely opening up holes all day, and it's paid them off with seemingly a 2-point victory.
Not victory formation just yet, but you just got to protect the football if you're Denver. Hand off to Ari Mills, who has reliable hands for a gain of 2 yards. And a timeout called by Atlanta. So I guess not game just yet. 1:43 seconds left here in regulation. Denver might need one more first down to put a cap on what's been a tough game for both teams. O'Shaughnessy gets 4 on the play, 3rd down and 4. And Atlanta's out of timeouts.
Yeah, Atlanta's out of timeouts, and Denver has got to get a first down here to really ice this game, because if they leave time on the clock, Atlanta, we saw it earlier, they can absolutely burn you deep.
Heavy set for the Nightwings. Two tight ends, 2 backs. Handoff outside. Sammons will not get the first down, just about half a yard shy. 4th and inches. And with the time left and the position on the field, I wonder if you just go for it. But they will try a 50-yard field goal attempt, which is risky. If you miss that one, Atlanta will have pretty good field position with still about 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It's all in the leg of Jordan Bradshaw, as this kick goes to the right and will be no good. So 30 seconds left here for the Swarm, as they need about 30 yards to be in field goal range and potentially stealing this game.
Yeah, and that's why you cannot count out any team in this league until the final whistle blows, because now Atlanta has absolutely time and motivation to pick up a few yards and at least get a point after a field goal attempt on the board.
Really tough end of each half here for the Nightwings. Unable to come up with points, as this one by Fox Highwind is complete. A gain of 9 yards, and now the Swarm have to hurry. They need about 20 more yards. Dynasty to throw. Dynasty goes outside. Incomplete. 16 seconds left.
Absolutely a blessing right there. They were running out of time. I thought maybe they'd spike it, but no. They went for the pass, but hey, it's incomplete. Stops the clock, and now they've got to get something. They've got 2 tries and 16 seconds to at least get a first down right here and try to put themselves in field goal territory.
They need to throw the ball near the sideline. They have to make a catch, again, at least at bare minimum, to feel comfortable, about 18 yards, and get out of bounds. Dynasty to throw, goes outside, kind of. Fox Highwind is unable to get anything after the catch, and now Atlanta will have to spike the ball and try a Hail Mary.
Yep, Hail Mary time. Chuck and pray. Say a little something for you and see what happens, because now 6 seconds left. They've just got to throw caution to the wind, try to pick it up all on this play.
Denver allowed a Hail Mary last week against Minnesota. Can Atlanta repeat that? 3 receivers on the outside. Dynasty throws deep. The pass is caught, but well short of the end zone. And that's going to be the ball game, as the Denver Nightwings survive at home and they will go to 6-3.
And how about this 5 o'clock block of games that we just saw? Our game and the Fort Worth game, phenomenal just block of games in this game. It was absolutely just a slug out between Denver and Atlanta because not many people would have expected it to just come down to a 2-point game at the end. But right there, I've got to give it to this, Denver offense who just never gave up, and the running backs were phenomenal. But hey, I've also got to tip my cap to the Atlanta defense. They played a lot better than a lot of people thought they would, but today they gave Denver all they could handle, and ultimately Denver gets the win.
Denver gets 2 touchdowns early in the first quarter, and from there they just put 3 points on the board. It was the game-winning field goal, ultimately by Jordan Bradshaw, as both teams played phenomenal game. Atlanta will fall to 4-5. Denver will keep first place at 6-3. Who's your player of the game?
I'd say Dylan Lewis, actually.
Dylan Lewis. All right. I will actually go with Jimmy Burgett. I think he was phenomenal. The rookie linebacker was sensational. For Phil Collins and the caller, Ron Haynes and James Walters, and the Stats Truck and Cameron Irvine, our producer, this was Ramos Lynn. Thank you very much, and y'all have a great night.